Yo, what's up? That's your boy Spida-Web. How y'all doing out there? Today, I'm chilling. I'm speaking about YouTube in general. And the main thing is, why I ain't getting no views? YouTube, you hit me? I would love to get some views. I would love to get my videos pushed out. So I'm talking to YouTube right now. I cannot make this happen. The main thing, I tried a couple of things. I spoke about the projects, like real life projects, you know what I'm saying, where I'm from. And I'm from Cabrini Green Project. You know what I'm saying, it's Cabrini Old Green Housing Projects in Chicago, Illinois. That's where I'm from. And it's like Northwest, if you want to say Northwest side, but it's all good. So everybody think that South side was the worst, is the worst. It's the worst now. But Cabrini Green was real bad. I mean, I grew up all over Chicago, so like Cabrini Green was my home. I had family in the Robert Taylor home. I had family in the Icky Project. And I had family in the Ida B. Wells Project. It was just project after project. But I had family in each project. We had family in those projects. And we even had family in the row houses as well in Community Green. We had family all over the place. That's just how it was back then. It was an easy, good place to live. You know what I'm saying? It was beautiful back then until we got into our teen years. Not even, I ain't gonna even say 10 years. I say about, 10 years when you get into the 10, 11, and 12 years old. That's when it was bad. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people out there, you live the same struggle, and I get it. Project life, it ain't for everybody. But if you live that project life, then you know how to survive in that project life. I've lost a lot of friends due to gang violence or other stupid stuff that they did. Like I had one friend, and the way he died was crazy. My man was in the White Projects in Community Green. I don't know what building he was in, but he was in there. And he was playing Russian roulette with some other cats, and that was a game that he shouldn't have played. He played that game, and man, I don't think I can say, man, he rest in peace. He was a kid, you know what I'm saying, playing Russian roulette. He used to get high too, and I ain't talking about not off no weed. You know, he was getting high off other stuff. That wasn't right, you know what I'm saying, that you shouldn't have been using no way. You know what I'm saying? As a kid, you shouldn't be using nothing. You shouldn't be getting high off nothing. You know, he was getting high off, you know what I'm saying, those rocks, you know what I'm saying, crack, cocaine, you know what I'm saying? Like that's straight raw content right here. I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. So if your kid is watching this, I'm gonna let you know right now this is a parental advisory thing, and I'm probably gonna put that in my video. So it was bad business back then. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking like in the early '80s, all the way up to the 2000s, because we didn't move out of there until like the early 2000s. That's when we moved out of the project. We was there from the early '80s. Basically, I was born and raised there, so '70s, all the way up to the 2000s, before they even knocked it down. But those, it was all bad. Every project had a different thing, a different story. You know what I'm saying? How to Be Wells was bad. There was a lot of murdering and stuff going on over there. That wasn't good either. But we had friends over there and family, so we used to go over there kicking it now and then. That was one of the first projects that they knocked down. How to Be Well. And then they knocked down the Robert Taylor homes. That's what we used to call it, the Robert Taylor home. Robert Taylor homes. All projects are the same, bro. I'm talking about just the same. I'm talking from roach infestations to kids getting raped, all type of stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? Kids getting molested. I want one of them kids because you touch me, it was game over. You either going you had consequences to pay. So don't put your hands on me or it's over with. I'm gonna tell you about this story right here. We had a principal at the school that I used to be in. The name of the school is Jenner Elementary. Now I don't care if they want to blur this out, block it out, do whatever. But yo, there's raw content right here, and I'm finna spit it to y'all. It was this principal. The principal name was Mr. Cox. And if y'all old school like me, you know who this cat is. But he used to molest kids. Like he'll take kids to a hotel or whatever and molest them and buy them whatever they want. And these kids they didn't care. They liked knowing that. And it was boys. It wasn't no girls, it was boys that he was doing this to. So he basically getting it in with kids. So he was R. Kelly before R. Kelly was R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, he was doing stuff that nobody could know, but we didn't know that he was doing that stuff. So one day he came out of nowhere. I thought I was doing something. I guess I was acting bad or whatever in the hallway of the school. And what he did was pull my ear, and he pulled my ear to the point, man, I cussed him out. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, don't you ever put your MFing hands on me. What the H is your problem? You know, stuff like that. And he said, you getting out of pocket. You one of them little tough little boys. So he grabbed me and took me to his office. And he said, I think your mama's still here. So he called my mama to come to the office because my mama was in the building. As soon as he called my mama, he was trying to say that I got out of pocket with him first. Was that when the case? You pulled my ear. You basically put your hands on me. So I explained that to my mama. And my mama said, don't you ever in your MFing life put your MFing hands on my MFing son. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, I see where you get it from. She said, you damn right. You know, put your hands on my kid. And that was a lesson that he learned. And he knew not to mess with me ever again. Now, mind you, that same day that he pulled my ear, that same day, he got caught going into a hotel with this little boy. And he was trying to cover his head with his trench coat because he had a trench coat on. And he was trying to cover his head with the trench coat. And we was like, I know that ain't our principal up there. And that was our principal molesting boys. That's what he was doing. Now, some of these boys, you could tell that he touched because they always had new Jordans and stuff on, new shoes and fresh clothes. You know what I'm saying? We all wondering, like, how y'all getting this when your moms don't even work? Like, we knew their moms didn't work. So how you getting these clothes? You know what I'm saying? How you getting them shoes, Jordans and stuff like that? Like then Jordans was that special to us, but not really like they are now. It still ain't that special to me, but still. But Jordans cost money. You know what I'm saying? Back then, they was still like over $100 for some shoes like that. Like now they're about $200-300 for some Jordans. But it was crazy, crazy stuff like that. And it was stuff that we couldn't believe that I had saw. When I saw that man that was molesting kids, and it was crazy. And I'm like, I know that my principal ain't out here touching kids, but they said he been doing this for years. Like it was years he was doing this with little kids, and it was all bad. You know what I'm saying? And my sister, she asked me a couple of questions. Did he ever touch me? Hell no. I ain't touch me. The only time he touched me is when he pulled my ear. And he got cussed out for touching my ear. And ain't nothing that I played. I ain't played none of that. Like me, when you play basketball against me, and they say, man, that was a good shot. You know how some of the basketball players used to hit dudes on their butt. Nice shot, man. It was a good shot. Touch me on my butt. We finna box. You see what I'm saying? Because that's the type of person I was. I'm still like that to this day. Don't touch me on my, you know what I'm saying, on my behind. Because we finna throw some hands. Hands getting thrown. So what they do now, I ain't seen this in no basketball game. You might see a high five here and there, but you'll never see no dude touching another dude butt. Because you know what time it is. Instant fight. But now, I think if you hit one of these young cats on the butt, they probably wouldn't even care. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. You can hit them on their butt, nice shot and everything. They probably like that. I ain't one of them that like that. But it is that whatever you do, whatever floats your boat, you know what I'm saying? Whatever rock your boat, you do what you do. That just ain't me. I'm still like that to this day. So touch me on my ass, these fish gonna get thrown. We gonna box, you know what I'm saying? Another thing, let's talk about this project life. Like a lot of people get on this YouTube and show how they live or whatever. That's cool. But your projects don't look nothing like our project. We had high rise buildings. Some of the high rise buildings, some of the walls was knocked in for a reason, so we could escape from one building and go to the next building. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Because the way y'all projects be looking, they look like row houses. That's not a project to me. It's a row house. Projects to me is high rise buildings. And we had stuff like before they locked the buildings up, putting all them gates and all that stuff in there, all the security and all that. You was able to escape from the cops. So you basically run in one building and come out the other building, and the cops will never know where you were. So where you was at. Then you had friends that was in the buildings and family in the buildings that will open their doors and let you in. Nowadays, you think family gonna let these people in their house? No. I'm gonna tell you right now, a family that was close back then ain't that close right now, and there's a reason for that. The reason is money. Money is the main cause of families not being close right now. Things happen in families, and money is a big priority of a problem that's going on. And people don't want to talk about that, but we're going to discuss that right now. So let's just say you owe somebody some money and you ain't paying. Now, the person you owe was a big time drug dealer, whatever. So basically, if you borrow 20, he want 40 back. You only getting the 40 back in a certain amount of time. He want to, you know what I'm saying, either off you, whoop you for no reason. How you going to get your money if you off me? That's why I didn't borrow no money from no family members. There are reasons for that. I borrow a few dollars from a family member, but then they want to blow your phone up if you ain't got it. Man, you think you can give me that? No, bro, I got other stuff to do. I got you though. Later. I see they be wanting that stuff then and there. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it ain't like that. And they need to understand. I got like me, I've been homeless twice. And I ain't gonna bull you at all. I'm telling you straight truth right now. Raw truth right here. That's what this is. This video is about me trying to get views on YouTube. But I'm telling you these stories at the same time. And this story is real. Being homeless was no joke. The first time I was homeless was in California with my ex-wife and my firstborn daughter. And that wasn't no joke. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm in Cali. Cali was nice, but not the where we was. Because where we was at, it was dangerous. Where we was at. We was in South Central LA. And it was just like people say South Central is. We was right by down the street from the donut shop where Snoop Dogg filmed Jan and Juice. We was right down the street from that. And it was all good. You know what I'm saying? I loved it. Beautiful place. Nice hood and everything. That's where the Crips was, so I was cool. So one day I went outside with a red camouflage jacket on. And it was the whole bunch of dudes came up to me and said, "Man, what set you claim?" And I said, "Set? What the hell you talking about the set? What is that?" And they said, "Man, what gang you in?" I said, "Well, ain't in no, I'm in a gang, but not here." And then they said, "What gang?" I said, "GD." And they was like, "Oh, okay, you one of them Hoover Deuces." So when they said Hoover Deuce, I said, "What you mean Hoover Deuce?" He said, "You a GD." He said, "You a Hoover Deuce. You just like the Crips." Because they had Hoover Crips out there in LA. And they said, "You cool, but that jacket, you got to go." I had to go change my jacket. So I went in the house and I put my white one on. Because I had I had about 4 camouflage jackets, all colors. Red, white, blue, and a brown. So I went to put the white one on. And they said, "You good." So I was cool with that. But I just knew I couldn't wear red in this neighborhood. Now, mind you, we in South Central. That's where we was at. But it was all good out there. We was cool. We got to go outside and chill. There was a park, a beach, or something down the street, not that far away from the crib. You had to drive to it because it was a little far, but it was cool. Now, it ain't like Cali was cool back then, but not like it is now. It's terrible right now because of ozone layer. So what people setting fires out there, or whoever set that fire, and I want to give a rest in peace to the people that passed out there, and I'm gonna send a prayer to you for all those people out there that's going through what they're going through. That ain't cool. Whoever set those fires, they bogus. And the ozone layer is so bad out there that you can't really put those fires out. It's hard because the ozone layer is terrible. And they blamed it on the vehicles at the time. But I blame it on not the economy, but the people that stayed there and what was going on. It was a lot of homelessness out there to where the downtown area of California looked like Skid Row. And I think that's where the term Skid Row came from. It looked like that. It was all bad. People in tents, boxes, stuff like that, setting up cribs that was made out of a box. It was weird. I ain't never seen nothing like that. I was in my 20s at that time. Now, the second time I was homeless was just 2 years ago. Just 2 years ago. Yeah, I came back from Florida. The job I was working, I was doing Amazon Flex. You know, Amazon Flex don't really pay. You just get your little packages or whatever. They pay okay, but the pay ain't what it's cracked up to be. They send you 2 hours away from where you're supposed to be working, or you send 1 hour away where you're supposed to work, and you're delivering all these packages. And by the time you finish, you can't even go back and get a second pack. Now, when I did it in Florida, when I did Amazon Flex in Florida, it was way better because I could go deliver packages and still come back. And when I come back, I could get more packages. So I'm making double the money. You see what I'm saying? I could do that in Florida. I couldn't do that here. Because once you get a package, a set of packages, it's so long because they send you so far that by the time you get back, it's messed up. By the time you get back, it's so late, you can't do nothing. Like you can't pick up another shift if you wanted to. But in Florida, I could. Because Florida, I could do that. So I did Shipped. There's a place called Shipped. That's SHIPT, Shipped. I worked there for a little while. I didn't like shopping for people. I'd rather just do the medicine. I did that. The pharmacy part with Shipped in Florida. So Florida was cool. I'll do that, and I'll do the Party City. What says Party City? Pretty much finna be out of there. I don't know if y'all heard about that, but Party City finna be gone. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. And then I started doing Amazon Flex. And Amazon Flex in Florida was very easy. It's easy anyway. Because the only thing you're doing is setting up the packages. You scan the whole cart. Instead of scanning each package, you scan the entire cart and bam, you good to go. And that's what I'll do. And I can deliver so fast that I wasn't missing no packages. I can get in every building in Florida. I was good. Here, it's a whole nother ball game. You can't get it if you get deliveries. Like we got a Campins town, so if I go to Campins, I can't get in some of these buildings because it's campus. You need a code to get in, and some people don't need the code, so you can't get in, which means you can't deliver the package. It used to be you could just leave it by the door and go on about your business. Can't do that no more. So now you have to be careful, and then you have to bring all these packages back that you couldn't deliver. You still get paid for your time. That's the good thing about Amazon Flex. You still get that payment for your time. So that's a good thing to do while you're trying to get views on YouTube. So that was just a little story that I wanted to tell about the projects because I see a lot of people on YouTube doing these project videos. Most of y'all don't know nothing about no project. Your version of a project and my version of a project is two different things. They call y'all stuff projects, but that's not a project. Projects is high rise. Like in New York, they got projects. Chicago, we had projects. We no longer have them. Where I'm at now, ain't no projects here. But you got people, man, I live in a project, bro. You live in some townhouses. You know what I'm saying? Or apartment building. These ain't projects. They just hood. And it's because the people that they allowed to live in here. But everybody need a place to stay, so I ain't knocking nobody. You know, some people, you just need to do a little more research before you let them move into your property. That's just me. Because if I ever own some real estate, you would not be staying in my place if you got priors or whatever. Like I understand people want to give you a chance. I ain't one of them. I'm not giving you no chance. Because I feel if I give you a chance, you mess my building up. Or you have riffraff coming in and out of my building. Now I'm from a gang life. I don't want to be around that now. I got kids. I don't want my kids around it. I ain't thinking about that stuff no more. That was back in the day. I'm a grown man. And I'm super grown now. I ain't got time for none of that. The gang life stuff over with, done. But don't get it twisted. You get out of pocket if you want to, you're going to have hell to pay. That's all they ever tell you. So don't come at me with nothing. Stay respectful. You know what I'm saying? I'm a cat that came from the project. I'm a dude that came from the project. Young, I done got shot, all that. Stabbed, all that. And still made it out the project. Got a bachelor's degree. I have a bachelor's degree in business. That's why I know a lot about business. Except this YouTube business. I don't know nothing about this and what's going on. I just know you get on here, you make videos and do your thing. That's it. But with that being said, I want all y'all to hit that like, share, subscribe. If you want to hear more stories about true projects, I'm going to tell y'all all about these joints. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you another thing. Once you leave the projects, don't try and go back. Because the cats that's still there, it's over with for you. You know what I'm saying? That's just life of the project and life of the game life. They gonna think that you the flip, something else, all type of stuff. That's what's going on. That's just how it is. You left the hood, so they don't care about you no more. They could have been your best friends, but they don't care about you no more. You left the hood, so you no longer one of them. They don't care nothing about you. So don't go there. You know what I'm saying? Stay away from it once you leave it. Once you leave it, stay away from it. That's just how it is. But until the next video, I'm out. Peace.